The V3 movement is passionate about helping men and women start churches that reflect the grassroots work of movement in tight-knit community, in life-forming discipleship, in locally rooted presence, and in boundary-crossing mission. We observe that many of today's ministry leaders are trained to draw a crowd and preach a good sermon, but they're not prepared for the challenges facing the future of the church. We don't want to merely start new worship services. We want to help planters join God's mission by starting new communities that are a sign, foretaste, and instrument of God's inbreaking kingdom. One of the primary ways that we do this is by nurturing, coaching, and training church planters using the vehicle of learning cohorts.
Each year, our cohorts include church planters from different backgrounds all over North America. Planters from Virginia Beach to Dallas, Seattle to Miami, Honolulu to Toronto, and New York to LA. As a training network, we value ethnic diversity and believe that God calls both men and women to plant churches. We are eager to help planters discover and live into the 8 competencies vital for planting movement-oriented churches. The first competency is movement intelligence. This is where planters discover how to live into the vision of the church as movement with a 5-fold approach to leadership. Next is polycentric leadership, learning the messy yet beautiful approach to cultivating shared leadership. In being disciples, we'll consider how to nourish an emotional healthy life that is worth imitating. In making disciples, we'll help explore how to build communities on mission through the vital work of instruction, imitation, and immersion. In missional theology, we'll discover how the social and sending nature of God informs our way of being the church and joining God in the renewal of all things. In ecclesial architecture, we consider how to craft a communal rule and rhythm of life that shapes your collective desire for God, each other, and mission. In community formation, planters will learn the sticky practices that help start and sustain shared life in community. And in incarnational practices, we gain wisdom for how to be intentionally present and grounded in the neighborhood to whom God has sent us.
What we train church planters in is important, but just as important is how we train church planters. We want to move beyond just passing along information and intelligence. We're interested in seeking deeper learning and deeper discovery. One of the ways that we do this is through using a formational learning approach, which has 3 specific pieces. The first is meta-learning, which is the mind. The second is reflective learning, which is the soul. The third is experiential learning, which is the body. We've brought together some of the best church planners and practitioners, not just to be information dispensers, but to be a friend and a fellow traveler in helping you survive and thrive in starting a new missional church.
We'd love for you to join us. To learn more about the V3 Learning Cohort, just go to theve3movement.org and click on Learning Cohort, and you'll be able to see everything you need to learn about the Learning Cohort as well as apply. And as soon as you do, we'll get back with you. We look forward to connecting with you.